know each other pretty well. You can already see that they're thumb wrestling for stage pick. You would normally see rock, paper, scissors. This is a new one. Wow, look at this action. Already
right.
Blabla
We need a table.
Trying to get the action right now. It's getting intense. Oh, that wasn't even for stage pick. They already had the stage picked. So either way, let's get it started. This will likely be Ness versus Rosalina and Luma.
Yeah, this is a strange matchup.
I think anybody who played Smash 4 would be able to tell you exactly why this hurts, but Neighbor, why exactly does this hurt so much to watch sometimes?
Because in 4, when you didn't have access to Ness's third jump, basically, in his air dodge, your only recovery tool being PK Thunder, Rosalina and Luma can run out and use her gravitational pull to just steal it and force a situation where Ness just cannot recover. And her edge guarding is so phenomenal even without that. She does a good job of pushing Ness out at a distance where he has to go for the PK Thunder and just removes all options. On stage as well.
Dog, they saved the replay of the hand warmer.
God bless.
God bless these two.
I love that we get to see homies, guys being dudes.
Two guys being dudes.
Friends being pals.
Outside of them being friends, though, I want to say that this is going to be a fun match to watch, mostly because from my assessment of watching them play, these are two people of very equal skill level.
Yes, I would agree.
So
I would agree at my surface level.
I would say perhaps a Game 3 is in order, but that is only if. I think the onus is on Blabla to play around what Legend27 has. This is a winning matchup for Rosalina in my eyes.
To be fair, it's a lot closer to even, if not even in Ultimate, given that Luma, which was a big presence in 4, not nearly as relevant in the matchup. Ness has great tools to deal with that. The recovery, still definitely something that Ness has more tools to use. He has the air dodge. Now, Rosalina and Luma.
Getting down. I'm sorry, keep talking.
Rosalina and Luma have really good lingering hitboxes to deal with the air dodge as well. One of the better characters to deal with that, so she's still able to set up the kind of the same edge guard scenarios, but it's not complete domination on stage anymore either.
You can already see right there, Blabla puts on a lot of damage onto that Luma early, and now that up air is enough to send it into tumble, and goodbye Luma 10 seconds into the game. Legend27 will get that back soon, of course. Luma does respawn, but already have that off the bat. That gives Blabla the chance to take the lead and not really have to approach the Rosalina as much.
Up throw doesn't set up for the up airs like it used to, and look at that. Again, we're seeing these side plats are so good for Blabla to set up that PK Fire.
PK Fire already going to put on some extra damage from the Luma, take it out of the situation there. Those down tilts are going to build up damage, but a ledge guard is exactly what is so scary to see for Legend27.
Okay, dash attack puts him up in the air. Up air catches that neutral air that kind of had no place existing all the way up there. Up air, one good up air deserves another though.
Is there a truer combo in this game than come off Angel Plat, kill opponent with aerial?
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Ooh, love the yo-yo right there. And Blabla knows he has to back off, and then he gets the reset that he wants for the stock.
Really smart to avoid the Luma, jump right over it, then set up because we saw Legend27 still stuck in the fire.
Going for pummels against Rosalina is not advised, but now Blabla with a really solid lead. This is his time for him to not hold forward to try to maintain stage control. Stay in center and don't let Legend27 put him off, because those ledge traps are where Rosalina is going to make all that money.
There we go. Great pressure on the plat. Watch out for Luma. Blabla again sticking to these plats because that means he's able to use that PK Fire as a big boon to his game plan.
See that movement with that side magnet still on point. That time, Legend27 tries to call it out, but like you said, on that platform makes it so safe for Blabla. That DI was horrible.
That was let's go to the next game DI.
That was, really was. That was Legend27 saying, I'm tired. I want game 2. And probably, I would think, a smaller stage.
Definitely something like Smashville, I think, is really good for Rosalina and Luma. It's good for Ness as well. However, you get a big... Your ledge guards, your ledge trapping is exacerbated on that stage. It's way stronger, as well as just so close, so much closer to being able to push Ness off stage from any position. Could be big.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, definitely not Smashville. I can hear that there is Smash music playing. which implies that they picked music for either Battlefield or FD.
Battlefield, I would wager, is one of the better stages for Rosalina.
I would not want to go to FD with Rosalina. That's probably one of her worst stages.
Yeah, but Battlefield is a great one for you to stick under these platforms and kind of present a threat.
But again, like you were saying, platforms, while so good for Rosalina, also very good for Ness. And again, Luma out early, this gives Blabla that chance to also run out early to a lead.
Okay. Again, we're seeing that PK fire like we were talking about on these plats.
Ooh, air dodge away from Blabla. I don't know if he wanted to do that, but he's still able to fight his way back on stage with all of these very safe aerials. Nice drop off of the platform. That's one thing that's really important in this game. Without shield dropping, you have to really understand when that buffer window is over and when you can get off that platform the way you want to.
It's really easy to just get stuck on a platform.
We see it often from even extremely good players where they'll get stuck on a platform, they want to do like a forward air, and instead they'll forward smash. This will be damage from Blabla.
That up smash is really hard to actually shield all the way through. It just eats away at your shield. Drags. I love the use of the magnet to get right between the Luma and the Rosa and be able to come through with aerials.
And gets out that stock. I mean, you're right. That's kind of like a Fox Shine to get in between like the climbers in melee.
Just separate them a little bit.
Ooh, nice. There by Blabla. He respects that up smash is charging, knows he can't challenge it, and he goes, hey, I also get a free chance to come back to stage. Gets clipped. This should be easy for Legend27, but messes that up. Still does get the kill because getting hit by that PK Thunder 2 slows down Ness a lot. Does take a little bit of damage in the process.
Cuts the distance, but for 33%, you know what? I'll take that.
I'll take that trade any day, especially to even the stocks.
With a little taunt?
Why not?
He had the space for it.
I don't mind it. Nice, again, using that side magnet to separate Luma and Rosa.
Ooh, okay, when you're not canceling it on the flat, that PK fire can be a little bit laggy.
Nice, that forward air covered the platform too. That was just really well spaced there by Blabla.
Gonna go for the up throw, try to set up, but air dodge goes for a little happy little reset.
Now, Legend27's definitely fine with that. As long as he can get a read on how Blabla is trying to land, that's where Rosalina makes a lot of her money, and how she does a lot better is, you know, that juggle game.
Okay, catches the Luma. Now Legend is all by himself. Really good use of your movement. Get out of the corner.
Blabla's just throwing out back airs indiscriminately. Look at him just challenging that space. He knows that if he drifts in too far, Legend27 has all those really big hitboxes, so he's just kind of got to let him run away sometimes if he doesn't have the right positioning.
What I love about Blabla is he doesn't just press forward because he wants to get a kill. He's really cognizant about his stage control, and he will stick to those platforms, stick to his game plan. That's a back throw? No, you can't pummel.
Through. It kills too!
You got to treat it like Snake. You cannot pummel. You cannot pummel when you get those grabs. You have to go for immediate throws.
And I know that's tough for Blabla too, because he was sitting at those percents where maybe he kills Rosa, maybe he doesn't. I would have bet on he does, but you know, he just really wanted to make sure he would get the kill, and now he's sitting at a pretty hefty deficit. Nice, holding through that bottom platform. This time Blabla, no pummel, just takes that stock, and he's down a pretty hefty chunk.
Now 72% because he was able to angle up to the platform. That's kind of
forward smashes that cover Battlefield platforms. Only one parry, that is a multi-hit forward air.
But because of only the one parry, that meant Blabla actually didn't cross up, so the jab was able to punish.
Oh, and that forward smash is punishing.
Alive.
Blabla trying to fade in, and yes.
He had no air dodge. I don't think he had an air dodge. I think he air dodged all the way up in the corner.
Just to make sure he survives. That's, of course, the most important thing to do. You can't make it back without surviving first. You got to stay out of the blast zone, but Blabla's got to get himself back into this game. We are going to a game 3, kind of like I predicted. I was like, all right, these are two very evenly matched players, but counter picks can be very dependent on that. Sorry, Blabla, there is no Megalovania. I know that's what you tried to do, and I will make fun of everybody who tries to do it when it's not there.
What's funny is he was trying earlier on stream, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here we go. Okay, never mind. I regret making fun of you for picking Sonic music. This is great.
Especially Live and Learn. What a good track.
Oh, man, dude. I was playing Sonic Adventure 2 earlier. I was telling you about the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer that I found, which is very, very funny and good.
God, I love it. Okay, for a second I was worried that it was going to be instrumental and I was going to be really sad.
But it's not. We get to hear the beautiful dulcet tones of Johnny Gioeli.
God bless Crush 40.
Lead singer of Crush 40. Oh, what a great band that is.
What a great era of music to have existed.
I miss the classic butt rock, dude. No, we had it. But you know what? Thank you, Blabla, for making us not suffer for a while.
Yeah, at least not being the roost.
You know, I actually did that on Wednesday.
You told me.
Oh, I did tell you about
Yeah,
that?
you told
Okay. I was like, you know what? Why not music counterpick? That works. And you know what? Bubblegum KK is still good.
Yeah. I mean, Smashville is not a bad stage for Ness.
But we were also saying that that's
but that
really
might
good for
be a
Rosa
Rosa
too.
counterpick too. Like, I feel like
These two do share a lot of counterpicks.
yeah. Will again. On Smashville, I don't know if that PK Fire is going to be as relevant, and that's been pretty big to Blabla's game plan because it's pretty much only going to hit ledge trapping situations.
And not for neutral, you're right.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly. Let's see. I mean, in a game 3 situation where this is 1-1 between these two, I know the scoreboard's wrong, with 1-1 between these two, I mean, both people have seen like kind of the full extent of what they can both do, and you have to be wary that you got to like pull out some new tactics, maybe adjust your game plan for that game 3. That's where you get that separation between a very good player and a good player.
And we're seeing right now, like we were saying, this small stage means it is a constant offstage battle once you get hit once. And that is big for Legend27.
There we go. That PK Fire, though, does help him get back on stage, but only for a moment. I like that back throw, but it did put him in too much lag. He was getting punished by that Luma afterwards. Luma's still not off stage. You can see that they're having trouble with how much damage they've taken. You can see based on the body language of the Luma just how much it's hurting.
There you go. Blabla playing out of the corner right now. Does eventually get down, punishes Luma. Up smash? Somehow gets away with it.
And then he just punts Luma off the stage.
Actually.
Just straight up a single kick.
Is he going to catch the landing? He expects Legend to fade off away from the plant.
And that's hard for Blabla to see that because he picked the stage for the juggling. He kills Luma with one back air and then follows up with a second to take down Legend27.
Rolls behind, but he's still going to get grabbed. Up throw? What does that lead into?
I can tell you what that is especially, that is a really good DI mix-up. Love that movement off stage to mix up the recovery timing from Blabla. I was just going to say that up throw lets Legend27 mix up the DI so he can get either a juggle or a kill off the side. With the back throw, a forward air, not quite
air
what
dodge.
do it, but
He had
yeah.
air dodge.
Now you should be able to drop down gravitational pull, but Legend27, like you said, that's more of a Smash 4 thing, a game that he did not play.
And one thing that I think is unfortunate there, Blabla used his jump really early up there, so he forced himself in a really bad situation.
He's definitely using the jump, I think, a little bit preemptively and not reactively, where normally in this matchup, you want to use it reactively. You want to wait until the Luma, or the Rosa or the Luma, is challenging that space of yours. And there you see that PK Fire not controlling neutral.
Right. And I think he's been doing a good job of holding his jump. It's just that one moment he was panicking.
Look at this. He still does. Okay. You're right.
Here we go, stuck in the corner. Finds his way out. Both players have kind of been giving up corner a little bit.
Now, they haven't been super solid on their pressure, and that's definitely hard as Ness. I think that for Legend27, he should be a little bit more confident in going, I have this Luma in front of me, and I need to be unafraid when I have this Ness in the corner.
Ooh, up smash catches him from that far away. Tanner doesn't have to spike to get that stock.
And that was Legend27. He knew that Blabla was getting aggressive on those recoveries. That's why that downer came out.
Right. Not only is it big hitbox and lingering, but it's disjointed. It'll beat out Ness's disjointed aerials.
Ooh, meaty PK Fire. Gonna do plenty of damage. Sets up for a lot for Blabla.
Great use of the back air there to beat out the attempted down smash.
That time it was Legend27 getting aggressive off stage, though. Blabla drifts up with that back air to take it, but all of a sudden, bad situation for him again. I like this setup from Legend27. Doesn't lose the Luma.
The best thing about it was the fact that he was able to use the Luma to turn himself around to pressure with back air. Ooh, that back air.
Yeah, really good setup here for Legend27. The PK Thunder comes out. May have thought that he would air dodge. Blabla misses the recovery, and Legend27 almost forgets that this is tournament, but he knows he takes that game, he moves on in the bracket, and an unfortunate miss on that recovery means that Blabla is going to have to fight out from the loser's bracket.
Right, and the worst part is he got the hard part of sometimes Smashville just bounces you off of it, and it's a really unfortunate situation. And sometimes if you actually go for the recovery too early after the bounce, you'll just have the Thunder clip the stage and you die anyway. But he got the hardest part of actually being able to reactivate after the bounce.
Yeah.
And then miss the angle.
The problem there is, and this is something that Austin does a lot, the local Ness main who's been #1 on almost every PR that we've had,